I have very mixed feelings about this video we're doing today. I'm excited for it, but also I'm like kind of dreading it. Anyways, I'm crocheting for 24 hours. So I've been planning, well, I haven't really been planning, but I've been thinking like, what do I want to do for those 24 hours? Because I'm like, I kind of want it to seem like I got a lot done in that time. So my plan right now is I have a whole bunch of like different shades of blue yarn. So I want to make a granny square blanket. So I have 2 granny squares I'm deciding between. I have just like your average granny square that you like think of when you think of a granny square. And then this one with like a puff stitch. I like them both. This one I definitely like more. I think it's super cute because it kind of looks like a flower, like a star, but this one takes me like 45 minutes to finish. I don't know how long this one takes me, but I'm assuming it would be faster, but I'm like, do I want a blanket with that many holes? I don't know. I don't know. Which one should I do? This one could be better because I bet it would use less yarn as well. Should we do this one? Okay, starting this video, I was totally thinking, okay, I'm doing this one. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want to do this one. I mean, we could probably mix and match them actually. Okay, I'm gonna do this one, this type of granny square. So we're gonna see how many we can make. And I think I'm gonna try and make them a little bigger than this one. So like maybe 1 more row. So then it takes up more space on the blanket. Anyways, let me show you guys the yarn that we have. This is all my yarn that I have. So it doesn't look like very much, but it is. It's all like smushed in there. And if we run out of yarn while we're doing this, then I can send my husband to the store to get us more. So with that being said, it is 6 o'clock right now, 6 o'clock at night right now. So we're gonna start off this 24 hours into the night. So that's gonna be a little bit dreadful. But I'm gonna start on my granny squares at 6 o'clock. I'm going to 6 o'clock tomorrow night and I'll update you guys every hour. I'm nervous. I'm like kind of dreading it, but I'm kind of excited. So let's do this. I'm starting off strong with a little refresher on how to make the granny square that I want to. We have officially been crocheting for an hour. It's 7 o'clock exactly right now. I'm gonna show you what we have. I have a cotton and acrylic yarn and I'm gonna mix them, and I don't know if that's like okay or not, but that's all I have. I don't really want to because I actually do not like acrylic yarn. I don't know. I did 2 granny squares of this like multicolor yarn, which I've never used that before. I'm not sure how I feel about them. They kind of just look like messy to me, but I feel like they'll kind of look cute. And then I have another multicolored yarn that I just barely started, this granny square, just a little baby, and I really like the color of this yarn a lot. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like lighter. We're at 2 full granny squares. It took me 30 minutes. Hopefully I'll get faster as this goes on, because also for the first one I kind of had to relearn how to do a granny square. I think it should start going maybe a little bit faster. I'm hoping to get like 3 per hour because I was doing the math and I was like, okay, if I do 2 an hour and I crochet for 24 hours, then that's 48 squares by the end. So I'm like, I don't know if that's enough. Like here I have 2. That's kind of where we're at right now. I hope it starts to speed up because I really want, by the end of this video, I want to have like a blanket. But I'm like, okay, I should probably do like 10 squares and then stitch it together, and then 10 squares and then stitch it together. So that way I don't just have like a whole bunch of unfinished squares by the end of the video. But I hate stitching together. We just finished the 2nd hour. My speed is getting faster. I have 1 done, a 2nd one done, and I'm almost finished with my 3rd. So that's almost 3 squares in 1 hour. If we keep at this pace, then we should get faster and faster with each time. It's getting dark, so I'm probably gonna go inside, keep crocheting the rest. But I just wanted a little change of scenery before it gets to night, and we have to be inside for the rest of the night. I really like these ones a lot more than the other ones, and I was like looking at the acrylic versus the cotton, and I really don't think that we can combine the cotton and the acrylic and it's gonna look good, but I think that's what we have to do because we don't have very much cotton left. So anyways, those are kind of bummers, but that's okay. Basically, I just decided to lay out all of my little squares I've made so far to see like how we're doing. So we ran into a huge dilemma once I laid out all the things. Basically, here is the cotton yarn square, right? Here's the acrylic yarn square. I did the exact same amount of chains and like double crochets and everything to make this granny square, but somehow it's quite a bit smaller. So yeah, that's a problem. I'm not sure if it's just like the yarn size is smaller or that just happens with acrylic yarn. But so now here's my plan. Let me lay it all out and then I'll show you guys. So we have the 3 squares and I'm thinking eventually each will get smaller and smaller and then it will even out. The squares will start to even out. So we'll have like 5 cotton ones and then like 7 acrylic ones. And so hopefully then it will like all line up nicely. I need to get back to crocheting because I've already wasted 10 minutes trying to solve this dilemma. We just finished another hour of crocheting. I ate a little bit in this hour, so it wasn't that efficient. I finished the one that I was working on, the half of one, and then I finished one whole one of these, and I'm this far on another one. So I laid it all out. It's not looking very very much right now, but I'm hoping soon it's gonna start looking like a blanket. I don't know. I'm not feeling very optimistic right now about if we're gonna get a blanket done in this 24 hours, but we'll see. Didn't do any more of these squares. We have 4 for those. I got a few of these. Honestly, I'm not sure how many I'm getting each hour now. It's all just blending together, but we have a decent amount. We have 6, so that's good. I'm definitely slowing down. I think I only got 1.5 done that round. We're going to get food right now, so I'm gonna get a little refreshed and then I'll be able to power through some more. I'm gonna do a couple more and then I'm gonna lay them all out and plan how I want the blanket to look and then start connecting them maybe. So that way we can start seeing some of the progress with the blanket. But also, I'm thinking of just stretching these ones so that way they line up. So we just got back from the store and McDonald's and it's been an hour, so we're gonna add on an hour to the 24-hour task or whatever. So this was the yarn I was looking for at Walmart. They carry the peaches and cream yarn, so I had a feeling they would have it, but I was wrong. So we just went with a whole different thing. We got this giant thing of yarn for $7. It is acrylic, but I figured it like matches the shade. No, actually it kind of doesn't, but it kind of goes with the all blue blanket that we're going for. That's where we're at. It's currently 11:30. We will now be ending at 7:30 tomorrow. Yay. We're about to start Iron Man. So this is gonna be my last little video for 2 hours. We're gonna do a little jump in the hour schedule. But I just laid out all the granny squares and I looked it up and it said you need 210 granny squares to make like a full size blanket. We have, I don't know how many we have. We have 10 last time I counted. So this is them laid out. These are all the ones I've made. They're not looking great. I feel like they're looking a little better in person. And then I'm about to start incorporating this in because this is with the yarn color we just bought. So I think that will lighten up the blanket a lot. So that will be good. I'm actually excited for these. But these are taking slow because I have to switch yarns out every other. So I'm going to be making these ones for the next 2 hours and hopefully I get a lot done so that it can like incorporate into here really good. Okay, we just finished Iron Man. I've been laying out the blanket trying to figure out like what pattern I want to do it in, and I really like this with like 4 white squares, then some of these on the border, and then these on the border, and then back to white squares on the border. But I don't think we have enough of this color to do that. In all of Iron Man, this is all, I just got these 4 squares done, and then a little bit of another one. This is the other layout I'm thinking, like going like every other with the 3 patterns that we have, but like this is not very big. So I'm really hoping that it starts to looking like more because right now it's looking really bad. Let's see, how many more hours do we still have? 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. What? We still have 17 hours? Oh my gosh. Never mind. This blanket's gonna get freaking huge. We still have 17 hours. Well, let's keep going then. It is currently 4 in the morning and this is all the yarn we have left for this color. So this is like the light blue and this is like one of my favorite ones, but we're almost out of it and they didn't have any more of this at Walmart when we checked. So that's gonna be a bummer. It's probably gonna throw off the blanket a little bit since we're just gonna run out of this like halfway through. And the way I have it organized right now, it's like all a pattern, so you would definitely notice. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different pattern, but basically my idea for right now is to just crochet, use all this yarn, use all the rest of the other multicolor blue yarn, and then lay everything out, see how it looks, see how many granny squares we're at for that, and then take it from there and plan some more. So I'm assuming I could get maybe 2 or 3 more granny squares out of this yarn. Feeling good still. I don't really feel tired yet, and I still feel pretty energetic, like crocheting wise. I don't feel like I ran out of steam. I am getting a little discouraged just by how little progress we've made on the blanket, but it will get there hopefully. I'm definitely slowing down, like a lot, but I finally decided what I want to do for the blanket, okay? Are you guys ready? I have it laid out so you guys can see it, so give me a sec. So we have these are all the granny squares that I'm gonna make. So now I'm gonna stitch all these together, which I'm not looking forward to that, but hopefully I can do it in like an hour. I'm gonna stitch them all together, and then I'm going to start doing like a big border that's like the granny square stitch around the blanket. So it's gonna turn into like a giant granny square. And I'm going to do it because since I've been running out of yarn, I'm gonna do it in these ones since I have a ton of this yarn. Yes, so we're gonna stitch it all together. We got all the granny squares done. For the rest of the day, I'm just gonna make the blanket as big as I can before my 24 hours are up. Time check, it's 8 o'clock. So we only have 11 more hours. Connected this row right here, and it's been 45 minutes. This is going to take so freaking long, which this was actually one of the turnoffs to doing a whole bunch of granny squares, was because I hate connecting them with every fiber in my body. I'm hoping it starts to go a little faster. I also have no idea how to tie them off, and so I just weave it through a lot of times, and then it ends up looking not very good. So I'm getting a little bit exhausted. Whatever, we just need to keep going. It's currently 9:17. I just barely got the second row done. So we have this row done and this row, but we don't have like any of the in-betweens done. So we have that row to do and that row, and then all the verticals. Something very unfortunate happened. I went upstairs to check on my husband who was in bed and go like see how he's doing, and I fell asleep for 2 hours. So basically we're adding 2 hours onto the time. So now we already added an hour yesterday, so we were gonna finish at 7. Now we're finishing at 8. So it's 11. We must persevere. I don't know how many times I've already said this. I'm losing track, but connecting these squares is taking so long. Like, okay, it's actually looking super cute. We have 2 rows completely connected, but then we still have 2 to go. Yeah, we're halfway. I hate stitching together, but like the only thing keeping me going is I'm like, once I'm done stitching together, that's the last stitching together I have to do for this. I never thought this day would come. I have connected all the granny squares. Oh my gosh, look how cute that's looking. So yeah, this probably took like 6 hours connecting all the granny squares. So now my plan is to just do like one big granny square around all this part. So that's gonna look really cute. And also, we only have 6 hours left. Actually, we only have 5.5 hours left because it's 3:30. We're ending at 9, so we're in the final stretch. Adam is going to get us lunch right now, so that will be a little motivating again. It's not really a blanket. I don't know if it's even the size, like a baby could use it, maybe like a dog could use it, a cape, I don't know. It's cute though. I'm actually really happy with how it's looking. I really love all the colors together. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna make a lot of progress in the next 6 hours and it will actually be kind of a usable blanket. I figure I'll definitely have to finish it like later. I'll have to work on this for a while probably, but like to get to the size I want. This is crazy. If I didn't take any breaks in this video, I would be finishing the blanket right now. But I did, so we still have 3 hours left. This is how the blanket is going. It's looking a little catastrophic, but I've only done these 2 rows right here. It's going a lot slower than I was expecting, but I feel like it actually is making the blanket look a lot bigger. And also, I was watching some videos about crocheting, like as I've been crocheting this, and I was watching this one and the girl in it like kept talking about blocking, and I'm still not really sure what it is, but basically I think you just get your crochet thing wet and then lay it flat or hang it up so that it like dries better since it's like kind of wrinkled. So try that with this once I'm all finished with it, just to see what blocking is even. I mean, maybe I shouldn't start on something this big. So if you have any tips for blocking or how to do it, or if I should do it, let me know. Okay, 3 more hours. Ooh. I regret to inform you that I am not gonna make it to the 24 hours of crocheting. It's currently at hour 23 and I don't have any more in me. I've already been falling asleep. My hands are tired. Literally the thought of crocheting for another hour just sounds so terrible to me. And the most devastating thing about this is my blanket looks so bad. This is where we're at. After 23 hours of crocheting, this is where we're at. It's cute. You can definitely see that it's getting there. There's kind of a lot going on, but once this border gets thicker, it's gonna be really cute. And I think I am going to try and block it out. Just try that so that way it like, I don't know, looks better. But I'm gonna try that once I'm all done with it. So yeah, literally, this is all we got done in 24 hours. I'm very disappointed in myself. I thought I was gonna be able to get a whole blanket done, but I actually think I could have had a better chance if I didn't have to stitch these granny squares together. I should have thought of a different blanket design that didn't include stitching things together, because that definitely slowed me down a lot. Like that literally took like 5 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to work on this and get it to a real blanket. This is how it is right now. And it's a square, so it's like that on every direction. Sorry if that was uneventful, that I only crocheted this freaking much in 24 hours. Like, that's so pathetic. I'm gonna quit crocheting after this. Anyways, if you made it this far, I love you guys and thanks for watching.